Hey everyone, this is healthy habit number 13 in my book of healthy habits. Now, this is one of those habits that I believe could probably be pushed to number one, which a lot of these, because they're so important, they almost all belong in the number one place. But this one is hydration. Every single system in our body depends on water to function properly. And all of our blood and all of our cells are made up mostly of water. In fact, your brain 90% water. So if you have a headache, you're probably dehydrated. And a lot of times we don't realize we're dehydrated and we're kind of past the point when we actually realize how thirsty we are. And I'm not talking about things like soda, juice, tea, coffee, energy drinks, all of these things that we drink instead of water, or we're used to it because it's a habit, don't count, because things like soda and even things with caffeine that might be good for you, like coffee and tea, dehydrate you. The caffeine actually can contribute to chronic dehydration. So if you're depending on your tea and your coffee and your other drinks that you might drink during the day to keep you hydrated, uh, that is a very common misconception. So when we have these issues like poor sleep and poor skin and bad digestion and bad elimination, your body is giving you these big, strong messages that it's probably dehydrated. So here's what I would suggest, and I talk about this quite a bit because it is such a game changer of a habit. So what I do is every morning I get a quart jar and I fill it all the way up with water. And before I eat anything, and I usually brush my teeth first and I get dressed, but before I eat anything or even drink anything else, like I'm a big green tea lover, but before I do that, I will fill up my quart jar with water and I'll put three things in it. I'll do a half of a squirt of cayenne pepper tincture. And if you're a person who doesn't like hot, spicy things, then that's a good reason to put it in a full quart jar of water. Cayenne pepper wakes up your digestion. It's good for your heart. It's good for your metabolism. There are so many good things about cayenne pepper. And when you add it in tincture form, it absorbs in with the water. It goes right to the bloodstream and it wakes up everything before you actually start eating something solid. You're getting that really powerful herb that wakes up your digestion and improves your metabolism. So I do the cayenne pepper, which is about 25 drops, and I don't ever count it. I just squeeze up my tincture about halfway, squirt it in my water, and then I do a squeeze of fresh lemon. And if I don't have a fresh lemon to actually use, I do an organic lemon juice that I just keep in my fridge, do a squirt of that, and then a couple of teaspoons or a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I put that all in this one quart jar of water. And for most days, I can literally drink half or two-thirds of this in one drink, while I'm just kind of breathing in between. But I'm so used to it because I know sometimes when people start hydrating on this level, they can feel a little bit nauseous, and it might feel like your body's kind of going, whoa, 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 I'm not used to this. So it might take you a little bit to get this habit where you're actually feeling really good doing it. And then what I do is after I drink that one quart jar of water, then I'll fill this up three more times during the day. And that is always my goal, because this is not a habit that you want to do sometimes part-time. Maybe you want to do it for a week at a time. No, this is a habit that you want to put into your routine and do on a regular basis, because you're giving your body this huge message when you stay hydrated. You're telling it that it's very important to you. And you'll notice that there might be brain fog that will lift. What I notice, and this is really important, a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but when I drink this full quart of water first thing in the morning, it also feeds my elimination system. It gives it the water to be able to let my elimination system work properly. So if you're chronically constipated, it might be some other dietary issues too, but it could be as simple as the fact that you're dehydrated. And water can help with so many things. So this would be a habit that I would say put to the top of your list. And unless you are in a third world country where you don't have access to clean, plentiful water, this should be a habit that everybody is able to put into their routine right away, and give your body time to acclimate a little bit as far as You know, you drink a quart jar of water first thing, you might feel a little bit out of sorts because your body's like, whoa, that's a lot of water in my stomach. But it absorbs into your tissue super fast. It goes to work right away. And you will feel amazing when you put this habit into place. So put it into place and let me know what you think. If you're already doing this, I'd love to hear what some of your tips are too, if there's things that you add that I didn't add. But have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next one.